So today we're seeing how much money you can make on eBay flipping items from various sources. Let's check it out. We're also gonna break down the various fees and taxes that eBay takes out of your item. So our first item is a Sorel plug-in nightlight. We picked up this item at a hoarder estate sale. Very cool video. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. We bought it for about 50 cents because we got a whole lot of things and they only charged us about 10 bucks. And we sold this item for $22.50. We may have sold this item for $22.50, but that's not how much we actually get after fees and taxes. The buyer pays shipping on all our orders. Buyer pays shipping. That's how we like to do it. And it kind of alleviates the shipping burden from us. The buyer paid $4.47 in shipping. Here in Florida, it's a 7% sales tax, and that tax is going to be from the item total plus the shipping. It is the whole amount that the buyer is paying, and that sales tax comes from our end, not the buyer's end, bringing the order total to $25.68 that the buyer did pay. In this instance, the transaction fee that eBay charged us was $3.57. So that minus the sales tax, that brings our actual take home to $16.18. We made a profit of $15.68 with a 3,036% ROI, our return on investment. Sold in a week, maybe 2 weeks. So very quick moving item, great ROI. These are the kind of items you like to look out for when you're out picking. Our next item is a Lennox Kate Spade owl bottle stopper set. So we picked this up at a community sale. There was a bunch of vendors there, and we were able to get a lot of things for pretty cheap. Only paid $8. It sold for $31.50. Not too bad. This item was still new in the box. Buyer paid $4.47 for shipping, giving our sales tax up to $1.97. After eBay's transaction fees of $5.09, after all those fees and the ad fee, our take home was $25.65. Not bad for something we paid $8 for. That's making our profit on this item $17.65, giving us a 120% ROI. So next up, we picked up this Prague cup. It's a Starbucks global icon collector series mugs. So we paid $4 at the American thrift store, and we sold it for $21. After taxes, shipping, fees, and the promotional ad fee, our total take home was $16.12, giving our profit $12.12. Our very good ROI of 203%. So this next item was a vintage San Marcos Ducks flying hunter blanket. So this was a large blanket. This was something about 5 feet by 6 feet. And we picked this up at the Goodwill bins. If you're not familiar with the Goodwill bins, it's kind of like anything that doesn't sell in the regular Goodwill stores gets sent there, and they just charge based on weight. So this blanket weighed about 6 pounds, bringing our investment to $12. And we sold this blanket for $70. It was definitely the flip of the week. Maybe took about a month to sell, maybe a month and a half. Our take home was $58.16, bringing our profit to $46.16.
Oh, yeah.
So our next item, this is a Celine Glasses black leather case.
those two are
Brittany found this when we were rummaging through an American thrift store. Brand recognition is very important, and if you can recognize it, chances are somebody else is going to recognize it. We only paid about $3 for this. It sold really quickly, to the point where I feel like if we could have gone a little higher on it, but hey, I'm just happy that it sold. So it sold for $35, $28.39 back into our bank account. So our next one is this set of salad plates from Mikasa, which is a pretty popular dish brand, and you'll see like bowls, plates, silverware from Mikasa, teacups, things like that. This one we actually got as a donation. Brittany's family had a friend that was moving out and getting rid of a bunch of things. Rather than take it to Goodwill, they thought we could use it and, you know, get something out of it. We paid absolutely nothing for this. We got an offer for $50 and we took it, giving us a profit of $40. This next one is actually a personal favorite of mine. It is a Star Wars Luke Skywalker Ultimate FX green lightsaber. I was passing through the toy section in the American thrift store, and I looked down, and of course, lightsaber, Star Wars nerd, just went straight for it. I saw that they were only asking $2 for it. I'm surprised they weren't asking like 8 or 10, just because it's like it's Star Wars merchandise, which is a lot more popular even at thrift stores. The only thing is, I didn't know if it worked. So we took the chance, got it home, put some batteries in it. Sure enough, worked like a charm. We took an offer for $38.75. Our take home was $30.38. Here we have a pair of Jackson Mystique size 5.5 women's figure skates. We actually found these at a Goodwill, believe it or not.
These look like a really good combo.
They only had it listed for $10, I guess.
They sell for
ice skating in Miami don't really
and they only want
mix too well. Goodwill was trying to just get rid of it. There's some looking up. Brittany determined some of these go for
There's where
$50 to $100. We took an offer on this one for $70, making our take home $56.78. It took about 2.5 months to sell. You know, it's summer right now. We're in an off season. I'm sure if we had picked them up closer to winter time, they would have sold a lot faster, especially when everyone's out doing winter sports. Our final flip is a Zebra ZT230 label thermal printer. You may be asking, how the heck did you find one of these? Where did you pick one up? Just looking at it, why would you even pick one of those up? The building I work at, a lot of things get thrown away, get put to the side, and, you know, just things people don't have a need for anymore that they're just sending to the dump. I'll scavenge and check things every once in a while, and one day I found this monstrosity of a thing. Especially for old office technology, I've noticed that there's a very high demand and a very high price point for things like that. People don't want to move into new systems, so they just buy old, reliable technology. I just dug this out of the trash, plugged it in, made sure it worked. It worked perfectly, no issues. We've sent this out. The buyer is quite happy with it. Not bad for something that somebody was just throwing away. We sold it for $120 and we pocketed $107.29. So this item is the testament and kind of like the base on how Brittany and I started reselling. Just finding and scavenging something that looks cool. Someone else might pay for it. One person's trash is another person's treasure. So out of these top sales of the month, we had a total profit of $311.10. We only spent $39.50 on all of these items. So our combined ROI on all of these items is 787.7%. I'll put the formula on the screen here in case you guys are wondering how to calculate ROI. That way you could use it to calculate your own ROI on any of your sales. We're also going to have an update soon on our previous Thrift Store Wars video. What has sold since then and who really won the thrift store war. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you on the next one.